That JELS through time has been a good place to live can be seen from archaeological excavations which go back 15,000 years. Here we see a family which looks rather forsaken. They have clearly pulled up stakes and ventured out to find a better place to live. And we will now try to follow the family to see where they will then settle. The family has continued in their Viking ship, and here they are sailing on JELS Lake. Today the ship is unique, but in the Viking Age this was a very common means of transportation. And here the family must have sailed by. Here is JELS, of which the rumour speaks. JELS is Old Danish, meaning the place where the chief of the area resides. Today the words have changed a little, so we in everyday speech say JELS. It has probably been a Viking fortress of a considerable size, and the fortress has most likely been destroyed by a fire in the 1400s. JELS Volsted was built in 1920 and has through time been rebuilt and extended. Here, festive events, both large and small, can be held, or you can experience and learn about nature through organized meetings. You can also take a walk on your own in the beautiful surroundings. Now they have sailed on JELS Lake and have landed at the end of the lower lake. JELS Lake comprises a lower, middle and upper lake. In the middle and lower lake there are good fishing opportunities, and in the southern end of the lower lake conditions are good for both large and small bathers. It looks as if the father of the family has found something interesting. He waves at the others to come and see what is going on. Here you find an 18-hole championship golf course in a class of its own, situated in a slightly hilly landscape bordering on JELS lower lake. Large greens of high quality, of which 6 are placed near the lake, increases the degree of difficulty. The children have led the family to the Storks Meadow, where JELS Civic Association has set up a playground and rented goats which graze here at the great pleasure of childminders and other citizens. Then the journey takes them to the mill, which is one of the town's landmarks. The mill is kept in repair by the Mill Association, which is also in charge of turning the vanes. For a long time the mill was used by a local farmer, but now the tourist office is looking after things inside the cozy old mill. The family has now gone further into town and find themselves in the town square. They are puzzled by the beautiful church which towers on the hill. The family is most likely familiar with quite a few other gods, but the one who lives here might also be worth becoming acquainted with. Now the parents are pleasantly surprised again. Here in the middle of town they find JELS School. It consists of old buildings and contemporary teaching wings for physics, biology, needlecraft and music, to name a few. The town's library also has its place in this complex, as well as the town's after-school care. In Spiloppen there is room for the little ones. The daycare is completely new, so the conditions for the youngest are quite good. Parents of the area are very pleased with the well-functioning and calm atmosphere which has been created in this house. Now the family is standing across JELS Sports Hall, discovering the many possibilities such a place can offer. The town is known as a sports town and holds a host of opportunities for all ages. The family is now at the lakeshore swimming facility. Here they watch the start of Northern Europe's largest Ironman. The lake draws a lot of people. The water is so clear that swimming is a pleasure, and the safe surroundings with lifeguards in the bathing season makes the area a real attraction. In cooperation with the local authorities in Vejen, the local council in JELS is working on a project which is to give JELS a new swimming facility, as well as facilities for the rowing club and other associations which belong by the lake. The lakeshore swimming facility is formed as a large circle of wooden piers with water activities and room for the bathers to lounge. The nature surrounding JELS is an experience in itself, but if you follow the path of planets which has been set up, you will be that much wiser. Here at the open-air theatre, the Viking family spots some like-minded people. Here every year a Viking play is staged, in which one can experience ferocious and bloody fencing, hot romance and colourful scenes, starring hundreds of voluntary actors. It has come to be one of the region's largest cultural institutions due to the cast's courage, unfailing strength of will and enthusiasm. But look, here is the Viking city with the longhouse. A Viking city with a pit house and a small and large longhouse, which has been reconstructed from Viking dwellings in southern Jutland. In the large longhouse there is room for approximately 65 seated guests. It is possible to stay overnight, either in the longhouse or in tents in the adjoining fields. The Viking family breathes a sigh of relief. There is also a home for them. There is room for everyone in JELS.